Republican congressman from Texas who also serves on the House Armed Services Committee and House Oversight Committee, Congressman Pat Fallon. Welcome in. Good to have you, Pat.
Hi, Bianca. How are you?
Good. Let's dig into this. Now, FEMA is saying that there was no funds diverted from one fund, but we also know that the numbers are just through the roof on what they've spent. $1 billion on housing and services for migrants from FEMA's own website. You have it right here. 363.8 million of available funds. So I guess the message is, you know, this administration is going to provide for migrants who are here illegally. In fact, as we came on the air, that report, 1.7 high interest immigrants, illegals that could be terrorists. Your reaction?
Well, Bianca, this is a crisis and really a cataclysm of Biden and Harris's own making. This didn't occur. Think about this. In fiscal year 2017, there were 300,000 illegal crossings. That's President Trump's first year. The entire year, there were 304,000 illegal crossings just in December of 2023. So this lays at the feet of Biden and Harris. They opened the border, and it's their fault. Now, as far as FEMA claiming they don't have money and Joe Biden saying that he wanted to bring Congress back in to pass something to give FEMA more money, hello, they didn't read the continuing resolution we just passed. It had $20 billion in there specifically for emergency relief for FEMA. So I don't know, maybe they could do their jobs and they would know that they actually have the funds.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know what they know. This is Biden asked about the storm yesterday, and he seems to be completely lost. Again, he is our sitting president. Here's his statements.
What do the states in the storm zone need, Mr. President?
Okay.
What do the states in the storm zone, what do they need after what you saw today?
Oh, in the storm zone?
Yes, sir.
I'm wondering what storm they're talking about. They're getting everything they need, and they're very happy across the board.
They're happy? Why are you announcing more funding? Why are they getting everything they need? Yeah, your reaction to those comments there?
Yeah, what that shows is he's not fit to be president. That's why he's not running for president. The Democrats knew it was going to be a landslide loss for them, and they replaced him with Kamala Harris, and she didn't get one vote. So if he's not fit to be president and not fit to run for president, why is he still president? You know, it's one of those riddle me this kind of things. And if this was any Republican president, the press would be screaming from the rooftops and mountaintops about how this response has been inadequate. It's been wholly inadequate by this administration, and they're not being held accountable.
No, and, you know, FEMA obviously is trying to say that, you know, they're going to announce more money, but it's not just the federal government. We want to remind everyone, Denver, back in April, had to cut services for their police and fire department because the budget was allocated towards migrants. So we've got a federal level, we've got a state issue. And then I just want to get your reaction. The House Judiciary dropped this report. So Harris and Biden, since January 2021, you know, there's 1.9 million illegal alien gotaways, 7.6 illegal aliens under these, you know, this new report is concerning because we also know in the Middle East, Iran, we saw that video of the Houthis. Yes, Israel's making headways with Hezbollah, but, you know, Hezbollah also has known cells here inside our own country, according to Christopher Wray, Congressman.
Yeah, we don't know who these folks are. There were over 10 million people have crossed the border illegally under the Biden-Harris administration. And Kamala Harris wants you to forget about the hyphen and the Harris. But it happened under her watch. And it's devastating because the most important thing, Bianca, that any of us have, whether you're elected to a city council or the sitting president of the United States, is to keep Americans safe. Because if you're not safe, then you're not free. And allowing 10+ million people to come into the country and you don't know who they are, that's absolutely ludicrous, and it is endangering Americans. You can see it just in Texas very quickly. From 2011 to today, there were over 299,000 illegal migrants that were arrested, charged with 513,000 crimes, and resulting in 187,000 convictions. That's just in Texas. Can you imagine if you extrapolate those numbers across the entire country?